The journey begins here at sea level. Here we are at Porteau Cove, and the mountains you see in the distance are on Gambier Island here. The largest island, I believe, here in Howe Sound. Looking out here toward the open ocean. And then Whistler is this way. Here we are in the town of Stawamus, where the ocean ends and the mountains begin. And this here is a chief. Beautiful mountain. Stawamus Chief. And over here is, in the distance, is Blackcomb Glacier in Garibaldi Park. And over this way, in the clouds, is Mount Garibaldi, the extinct volcano, and more Garibaldi Park. There's the chief. 3 domes. 3-hour return hike to the first. 5 hours to the third one. Everyone just loving the view here. See the Tantalus range there? Beautiful snow-covered peaks. And down this way, in the distance, you can make out Stawamus and the ocean. And from here, up more into the mountains. If you look closely, a lot of days in the winter you can see, especially after a good snowfall, you can see tracks, binoculars, even with the naked eye, on the Tantalus range. Pretty hardcore skiers around here. Get up there by helicopter or snowmobile and have some fun. So, there it is, Tantalus range.
Picking up anything on the sensors, Charlie?
Negative. But with all that turbulence out there, our signal might not be getting through.
According to my instruments, it hasn't moved a centimeter since we first spotted it.
How can the lifeless derelict defy that kind of gravity?
I don't know, but it's certainly worth investigating.
My instincts are against it, Alex. But we'll go in for a closer look.
There's the famous Whistler landmark Black Tusk in the distance. Let's zoom in and take a look at this. So, here we are on the way into Whistler. Once we're in Whistler, you can see it on the mountains. Great view of Black Tusk from the Whistler Peak, and then you can also see it very clearly from the peak of Blackcomb in 7th Heaven. So we'll see if we can capture a shot of it up in those mountains later on. So we made it here to Whistler. There's Whistler Mountain in the distance. And there's Blackcomb. see up top there the Blackcomb Glacier. And to the north here you got Wedgemount Peak. Some more beautiful terrain up there. This here is Green Lake, the biggest lake in Whistler. It gets the name for the colors of its glacial waters, which are still frozen over, slowly melting in the sun. Nice, beautiful view from here. This is the lake in the famous Olympic commercial for that inspirational Olympic song that they use where the young kid is skating across it. That Nikki Javanovsky song, I think it's called. They filmed part of that here. So, made at the Whistler. And then later on, go up to the peak and see what's up there, what it's like up there in the sky. Here we are at the Olympic Rings in the Whistler Village. Everyone getting their picture with them. Blackcomb. And over here, you got Whistler. There's the Inukshuk on the peak of Whistler. Nice clear day today. There's Black Tusk in all its glory. You see the mountains over here, the mountains in Garibaldi Park. And that is the Whistler Peak, the weather station. Pretty nice terrain up here. Black Tusk is a volcanic plug of an extinct volcano. Gets its name from the dark black volcanic rock. From the top of Black Tusk there you can see the ocean and of course Whistler. The other side of Black Tusk there is Garibaldi Lake. Beautiful camping area, beautiful hiking between mid-July and mid-August. One of the best places to see wildflowers on the BC coast here. And about 3-hour hike into Garibaldi Lake. You can camp along the lake, and then it's about another 3-hour return from Black Tusk to the top of Black Tusk and back to the lake. And you can actually still drink the water from the streams around Black Tusk in the meadows below the Tusk. The glacier melts so clean still. And here is the view of Whistler's Valley and the village from the peak. And there's Blackcomb in the distance.
For instance, we have right now all kinds of radio waves and different kind of waves passing through us that we don't actually have a facility in our body to pick up or amplify, but they actually do exist.
So that was Whistler's Peak. Long way still down to the valley. There's Roundhouse. Start of the peak to peak. Next stop, 7th Heaven on Blackcomb. There's the Overlord Glacier. Oh, the ski and snowboard companies here today demoing their equipment. That's the peak to peak. And that's where it goes. Blackcomb. See some hikers up there, hiking up somewhere toward Blackcomb's peak. It's the view from 7th Heaven. So there you can see Whistler. In the distance you can still see Black Tusk. Somewhere down there is the Whistler village. Now we're at the top of the Blackcomb Glacier here. The T-bar was closed, so I skied over from 7th Heaven and hiked up. And as a result, I'm very tired. There's the Blackcomb Glacier over there. And there is the peak in the sun. Glorious. And then over here, the view from the top. Long way down. Long way down. Seventh Heaven's over there. Wow. And here we go. All the way over here. Have a cliff here leading down to the glacier. There it is. Some fine skiing. Hill tracks everywhere. So, there we have it. From sea to sky. From the ocean to the top, Blackcomb.